on, everybody? My name is Slick from CLTExposedMag. Today we have a special guest with us. This is Candy Lipid, aka Junk Flavor. Say hi to Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte, what's up?
This is a big guest for us, everybody. We can ask her a couple questions and get to know her a bit on the personal level. Let her expose a little bit what's going on with herself. So, Candy, what's your biggest accomplishment thus far?
My biggest accomplishment would be graduating from college. I went to some state here in North Carolina, and my next step, I'm working on my MBA in public administration. So that's the biggest accomplishment.
So what's another career choice other than what you got?
I like working with people. Like, I think a lot of people come to me about their problems, so that too. I love working with kids, and I want to own my own entertainment company. So I'm trying to, look into that as well.
Indeed, I see. So from what you got going on now, describe to me like a typical day's work.
For me?
Yeah.
A typical day for me would be being at home. I take care of most of my business on the internet, so that's good for me. So I can watch all my shows. I watch a lot of TV. So my typical day would be doing my business on the internet, talking to people on Twitter, Facebook, letting the world know what's going on in my life. And if anybody who knows me knows I love to watch the show Cheaters. That's my favorite show.
Cheaters is a good show. I watch that show too.
Cheaters is my favorite show, so that's what I like to do. So that really is it. I like to hang out with my friends, and anybody who also knows me knows that most of the nights I'm streaming from different clubs. So that's pretty much what my day consists of. Not too busy, not too laid back. It's, just right. I have a good balance of everything.
Understood. And you're from Salisbury, North Carolina, right?
Yes, I'm from Salisbury.
So what do you think about this uproar of North Carolina, people coming up? They got J. Cole and people in the back. So y'all think North Carolina is actually making a come up?
Yes. North Carolina is definitely on the map, and I've never met J. Cole. I've heard his music. I think he's definitely repping for North Carolina. Also, my homeboy P. Wonder, he's out of Greensboro. He lives in Atlanta. So I think North Carolina is definitely coming up and making some noise in the industry. So, hopefully people will respect that a little bit more.
Indeed, I see. Now, you say you come from a big family. Now, coming from a big family, it's a lot of y'all. So how was it that you express your individuality? How did you get your individuality and say, this is me, I'm going to stand out from the rest? How did you
I was always the one that craved attention in my family. I was always loud, and I always had to be seen and not heard. So, set myself apart from my siblings. I was always loud. I was always different. I was always rebellious. I always said I was going to do what I was going to do regardless of who said I couldn't do it. So that's, how I made
what we got now. Some of the Candy we know now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Indeed. So is your family supportive of everything you do?
My family's definitely supportive. I'm actually in this week's Hip Hop Weekly magazine. My mom went and bought a whole lot of copies. She's so proud of me. My dad, he doesn't really know what's going on. He just hears people saying, oh, your daughter was on TV. So he really doesn't know much, but he's very supportive. So my whole family's been very supportive.
Okay. All right, that's awesome. So you have any hobbies? Like you have a personal hobby?
I like to read. I read a lot of books. I like to read. What else do I like to do? I like to sit and meditate.
So what's your preferred choice of music?
I listen to different music. I listen to alternative music. I listen to, I don't really do rock because it's loud and annoying. But depending on what type of mood I'm in, I like R&B at night. I don't listen to rap at night because it just does nothing for me. I like to listen to rap maybe if I'm on my way to the club or something like that. And I like to listen to a lot of alternative music as well. Maybe a little bit of country, but not a lot.
Now we know that you've been appearing in some videos such as the Young Jeezy and Lil Scotty. Who would be your favorite rapper out of the ones you actually collaborate with?
My favorite rapper that I like to collaborate with?
That you have, you've appeared in their videos.
So okay, who is my favorite? Young Jeezy was really cool. Young Jeezy, Gucci was cool. I did a video with him and Gorilla Zoe. So,
also a radio personality on 102 Jams. Okay, so what's the difference of being on TV and being on radio?
Of course, on radio, everybody can you, they can't see you. So you're not as shy, and you can. I don't want to say you can be yourself a little bit more than you put on TV. On TV, of course, people see you and they judge you off of what they see and your actions. They can't really judge you off of your actions. They can only judge of what you say on the radio. So I guess that's really the big difference. And radio, when I would go out, nobody knew who I was unless I may have said something. But with TV, when I go out, people say, "Oh, you're that girl from Real Cancer Love or the Maury Show," or stuff like that.
So when people first meet you, like, is this like, how do you try to prove to them that you're not all physique, you're not all model, you went to school, you had your education. Like, how is it that you have to, show them like I'm more brains than body?
I think once I open my mouth, because a lot of people say when they look at me, they don't expect for the words to come out. They don't expect that to come out of me or the way I talk because I'm proper. People don't expect that. They expect me to talk like I'm from the hood or something.
Exactly.
So yeah, I shock a lot of people, when I talk to them.
So what would be your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve is somebody talking about me that doesn't know me. That would be my biggest pet peeve. Yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve.
So would you say you have some more supporters that you know of or more haters that you know of?
I definitely have a lot of more supporters than I do haters.
So with this physique you got, this physique, what do you do to keep it in shape?
I have a personal trainer. Shouts out to Jody, the super trainer. It's kind of genetic. My mom has a really nice up shape. She has a small waist. She has 5 kids. She has a big old butt. My grandmother's butt is twice the size of me and my mom. So, it kind of runs in the family. But to keep it up, I do work out 3 times a week.
I see. So, you eat any type of, like, your Liberian? Mm-hmm. What's your favorite Liberian dish?
One soup.
Sounds yummy. I don't know what it is,
Crab
but it sounds good. What's your biggest influence?
My biggest influence, I would say, is my family. Because everything I do is for them. I better myself for them. So as far as my siblings, so they can have somebody to look up to. And for my mom, I just want my parents and my mom, my stepdad, and everybody to be proud of me. I've always made them proud. Even when I've done some really jacked up things, they've always been proud of me. So they're my biggest influence. And the way my parents work hard, to make sure that we had everything. So, pretty much, this is my family, actually.
Now, being in the industry, have you ran into any type scams with managers or agents or anything of that sort?
Yes, I had this promoter. I'm going to put him on blast. His name is Billy the Boss. That's his Twitter name, @Billy the Boss. I was going to be in Miami for Memorial Day weekend. He was like, "Oh, we'll take you down here. Would you mind coming to the club? I'll pay you." He said $500. I was like, he said, "I don't have to do nothing, just show up and stay for maybe an hour." And I was like, "Okay, cool." It was broke. He didn't have money. He didn't look like a promoter. He had bad body odor. Everything was horrible, and he didn't pay me. And I did it off of a friend. So she was like, "Oh, I know him. He's cool." Didn't get my money. So I pretty much threatened him, and I exposed him on Twitter and over the internet. And I just get joy out of doing that. I still expose him to this day.
Billy, you've been exposed, buddy. All right, so have you made any major mistakes that you have learned from being in entertainment?
Yes, it's the people I meet. Some people I know they're not real genuine, and so my mistake is being really kind to people and bringing them in my circle, and I find out that their intentions aren't good at all.
Okay. Now, have you been compared to any other model? Like Buffy the Body or anything of that sort?
Yeah, I've been compared to her, but her butt's way bigger than mine, and we're totally different. But I think she's pretty. She represents for the dark-skinned women. Some people don't think she's pretty. I think she's gorgeous, personally. People they see color, skin pigment, and not other assets. You got to be mixed, light skin, or exotic to be beautiful in these people's eyes. And so I think Buffy kind of changed that. So I really appreciate her for that.
What would you say your most embarrassing moment in show business.
I'm trying to think. My most embarrassing moment, like at a video shoot on TV or
Anything.
I don't know. Oh, well, it was last night actually. Last night I was streaming with Shanika. I didn't have any drawers on, so I had a tampon in, and I jumped on the stripper pole, and you can see it on Ustream. Because I didn't wear any panties, and I just didn't want my stuff being exposed, so I stuck a tampon. And everybody saw it.
Bet you got a lot of hits that night. I tell you. So, describe to me yourself in 3 words. You can describe yourself in 3 words.
I'm a very kind person. I have a great personality, and I talk a lot. And I'm a great communicator. So, like, I can talk you to death. And, when somebody meets me instantly, we get to talking. They're like, oh, she's cool. Because when you first see me, I look mean. So, yeah, I did.
So, for any guy that would be interested in you, what was the best approach for you to come to you?
First, ask me, am I busy? Am I free to talk? Don't interrupt me if I'm talking to my friends. Don't interrupt me if I'm on the phone. Ask me if I'm free to talk. If I say yes, introduce yourself. And if, your name ain't too ghetto, maybe we can take it from there.
Okay. So who would happen to be your biggest turn-on?
Funky breath and rotten teeth. Yeah.
And your biggest turn-on?
A dark-skinned man that's tatted up.
Tatted man. Alright, so that's fun. Like, what would you want your big impact to be in media, like in showbiz, whether it be radio, TV, who would you want your biggest impact?
That no matter what you look like, no matter who you are, your skin complexion, that you can, be whatever you want to be, and then you can have the best personality and be purple. Because I'm not your average looking chick that you may see on TV or whatnot. So that was my biggest impact, that anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying?
So, what would you want to be remembered for the most? What would be your big memory? Like, what would be the thing you would be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for my fun personality and way I joke. I love to joke. I love to crack jokes on people. If you follow me on Twitter, I stay roasting people. Like, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I don't take stuff offensive all the time. I just attack people, that come at me. And, sometimes they can't take it. And they're like, I quit. That's what I want you to know me for.
Well, I think that is about it. You heard it first, the CLTExposedMag. Candy Richards, a.k.a. Zunk. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.